Greetings, this is the latest from McCoy's News Center. Ex-cop's case in the death of girlfriend is delayed due to an incomplete file. Former police constable Omar Edwards, who faces charges related to the death of his girlfriend, saw the proceedings in the St. Catherine Parish Court come to a halt on Monday due to an incomplete case file. The court learned that critical documents, including the ballistic report, post-mortem report, and scenes of crime report, were still missing. Marcus Moore, Edwards' attorney, expressed frustration over the prolonged delay in resolving the matter. Senior Parish Court Judge Desiree Aline emphasized the need for urgency in completing the case file. As a result, Edwards, charged with misprision of a felony, was further remanded, with the next mention of the case scheduled for November 6. Misprision of a felony refers to the act of knowing about a crime and failing to report it to the authorities. Edwards faces charges in connection with the death of Risa Younghog, a 39-year-old security guard residing in Marley Mount, Old Harbor, St. Catherine. According to allegations, on May 18 around 8:30 p.m., Edwards, who was Younghog's boyfriend, picked her up in Portmore. During their journey to Spanish Town, she was reportedly shot. Edwards rushed her to Spanish Town Hospital, where she was admitted, but tragically, she passed away 2 days later. Shockingly, Edwards failed to report the incident to the police. Her family grew suspicious when they noticed him driving her car. They subsequently reported their concerns to the authorities, prompting an investigation. Edwards was subsequently arrested and later charged in connection with the case. Homicides have seen a 12% decrease in comparison to the previous year, according to the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Commissioner of Police Major General Anthony Anderson says there is a 12% reduction in murders for the quarter ending September 30, 2023 when compared with the corresponding quarter in 2022. He was speaking on Tuesday at the Jamaica Constabulary Force's quarterly media briefing, where he also reported that all major crimes are down 13% during the period under review. Murders are down 12%, which translates to 141 less persons killed. Shooting incidents down 9%, rape down 18%, and robberies down 17%, Anderson shared. The commissioner noted that interpersonal violence accounted for 21% of total homicides, while gang-related murders accounted for 66% of all killings. This is a shift from the 70+% are attributable to gangs as our counter-gang measures take effect, Anderson remarked. He lauded the police personnel who are dealing with major gang cases, and those who are making the effort to deal with the collective gang situation where people come together to commit crimes. The country's top cop said illegal guns continue to be the weapon of choice for criminals, with 84% of all murders committed by the gun. In our efforts to combat this, 516 illegal weapons have been recovered this year so far, he said. Later, in response to a reporter's question, Anderson noted that between 600 and 700 illegal weapons are seized by the police each year. Looking ahead, Anderson said, as we begin the final quarter of this year, we remain resolute in our drive to save as many lives as possible, to continue our efforts against gangs and violent criminal organizations, and end the year with reductions in all major crimes. The commissioner said the JCF was looking forward to even greater collaboration and assistance from local law enforcement partners, the Jamaica Defense Force, Jamaica Customs, major organized crime and anti-corruption agency, and others. Most importantly, we're anticipating continued public support for our force, he said, while noting that the JCF adjusted some of its operational initiatives, in line with its intelligence and crime analysis, during the period under review. We saw some shifts in the types and motives of crimes, and even though our activities have impacted gang activities and hot spots, we note that there were a number of homicides outside these areas that appear to have a basis in interpersonal issues, said Anderson. And he pointed to what he described as some significant breakthroughs during the period for investigators, with 2 serial killers arrested and charged. In St. James, 25-year-old Ronaldo Ricketts was linked to at least 5 cases of murder of homeless persons as well as other cases of rape, abduction and possibly kidnapping. Meanwhile, in St. Ann, we had 45-year-old Richard Belnavis from Buckfield, St. Mary, who has been charged for 3 counts of murder so far, and some others are pending, said Anderson. He said investigators in both cases are probing other related matters to ascertain whether these persons are associated with other similar cases. Of note is that investigators have found no link between the two alleged serial killers. The commissioner also commended investigators for their persistence, and for leveraging the appropriate technology in solving the two cases. Subscribe to McCoy's News for breaking news and updates.